Hi guys, I'm Kathleen and today I'm going to show you how to tie-dye. So the first thing you're going to need are some dyes, and you're going to want some sort of grate like this that you can put your clothes onto to dye, and then a bin underneath that's going to catch any of the dye that goes through. You'll also want a bucket and some soda ash. If you don't have soda ash, I'll show you how to make some using baking soda instead. You'll also want an old rag or cloth that you can use and don't mind it getting stained. You'll also want to wear some old clothes or clothes that you don't mind if they get any dye on them. Also some plastic bags, elastics, and then your white clothes. So the reason we're using soda ash and water is that we're going to create a solution that's going to make your clothes a lot more ready to absorb the dyes. If you don't actually have soda ash, you can make it yourself using baking soda. So you actually just put your baking soda on a flat pan and you're going to want to spread it evenly, and then you heat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius, and you put it in the oven for about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. And the difference that you'll notice in consistency is that baking soda is a little bit more clumpy and soda ash is a little bit finer and more powdery. So you'll notice a difference after about 30 or 45 minutes. And then you can take it out and have about a cup of soda ash to about 4 liters or a gallon of warm water and mix it in your bin. And when you buy tie-dye, it usually comes as a powdered form, so you just have to put some water in up to this line, and then you shake it so that it becomes a liquid dye. And make sure to be wearing plastic gloves for everything too. So what you'll want to do is soak each garment in this soda ash. I think it's called like a water fixer. So soak it in your fixing solution, whatever you want to call it, for about 5 minutes. If it's a type of fabric that won't necessarily dye very well, then you might want to soak it for even longer. Cotton typically will dye well, but if it has any type of nylon or polyester in it, you might want to keep it in just a little bit longer to make sure that it's as absorbent as physically possible for getting the dyes in there. So once your item of clothing has been in there for about 5 minutes or more, you can just wring it out, squeeze out all the excess water and solution, and then you can put it flat on the table. And then I want to do a swirl pattern, so I'm going to choose the point of the shirt where the swirl is going to start and come out of. So I'm going to choose right here, and then I pinch the shirt and then start twisting. And essentially I'm pinching the shirt and allowing it all to twist in itself. It's all going to twist around that point that I chose. And as it twists, you can just guide it along so that it's all twisting into this circle. And then once it's in a little circle like this, that's where you're going to take the elastics and secure it. It's good to get 6 different quadrants, so you use, a quadrant I guess means 4, but you use essentially 3 elastics and get it divided into 6 parts. And then I'm going to choose 3 different dyes, and I'll put the dye in each of the different separations. So we'll place it on our rack here, and this is where we'll add the dye. So we put the dye in that triangle area, and this doesn't have to be put in any perfect way because it's all going to come out looking good no matter what. It's always a surprise how it's going to turn out, so we just put it on and hope for the best. And you want to get the dye to fill each part of it. Even if it looks like there's dye all over it and you still want to get little cracks of white, you still will. So then you flip it and you're just going to put the same colors in the same areas that you had on the other side. So where I had the pink on the other side, I'm doing the pink here. Where I had the purple, I'm doing the purple. And where I had the blue, I'm doing the blue. And again, you'll see it's it looks like it's going all over the place, but it'll be cool whenever it's done to see the pattern and how it turns out. So once you've got it all dyed like this, you can then place it in a plastic bag. sit it aside for about a day or two just to let the colors really soak in there, and the plastic will protect everything that's around it from not getting any type of dye on it. So you can also take the cloth and just wipe off the tray so that if you're going to use another color, the color that you just used isn't going to get on your next piece of clothing. So once your clothes have been sitting there for a day or two, then you put your gloves back on and you're gonna rinse it out fully. So just to get all of the excess dye out, you're gonna fully rinse out your piece of clothes, and then you're going to hang it to dry, whether you've got a clothing line or I just have a drying rack, so I'm gonna put my clothes on there to dry. Depending on how much you rinse them out, you can just start wearing them, or if you're going to put them in the laundry, make sure to put them with dark clothes so that just in case there's still some colors that run, you'll be safe. So put it in with dark clothes and make sure that the water is cold. If you do hot water in your laundry, then it's more likely for colors to spread and stain other things, so just put them in the laundry on cold, at least for the first time that you wash them. So thanks for watching. I hope this works out well for you, and make sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe for more. See you later.